You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. Ian, as always, it's good to have you back in the studio.
Yeah, good to be back, Dan. Good to see you again.
So, what have you been up to with the Seafront over the winter months?
Well, we've had a really busy winter again, preparing for this summer. I'm happy to announce that we've secured a 5-year contract with the RNLI Lifeguards, which gives a lot of security for our beaches and keeps them safe for the next 5 years with an optional 2 years on top. Other things which have been going on, the local environment agency have been really proactive in the last few months. They've converted the old little floodgate on Seafront past Tesco's to a new access ramp, which is really good for because access is a bit limited for wheelchairs and so on along Seafront. So that gives a good option there. They're currently replacing handrails all the way from Minster Lees right through to Seafront, and they're doing a grand job of that. Most people who use Minster Lees have probably seen the new resurfacing work up the cliff end, which has covered up all the cracks, and it seems a lovely surface, so that's really good. Well, in the last couple of weeks, Southern Water have announced 2 of our beaches have been put forward on the list of 7 as part of their Bathing Waters Enhancement Programme. We've been in discussions with them for over a year now, and it means that Laysdown and Minster Lees are going to get further investment. We're going to create steering groups, and we're going to look at ways that we can keep the excellent water quality for our long-term future. In Laysdown, we've had a new pilot project of 20 beach huts go up at the Laysdown Coastal Park, so hopefully that'll be a success. Unfortunately we've had the usual low-level vandalism, especially around Seafront and beach fields. I've just had bollards put up at Cheney Rock and Barton's Point, just so authorised vehicles can only get along there. So that's something we've just done recently. And I was very pleased a few weeks ago to attend the official naming ceremony in Queenborough of the new inshore lifeboat Buster. So I was very pleased to attend that on behalf of Swale Borough Council.
What are your plans and events for the coming season?
In the next few weeks, next couple of months, in terms of maintenance, we're going to be replacing the rest of the municipal bins along Seafront, which have sadly had their day because of the conditions. The salt water has battered them, so they've corroded and rusted. So I've got a load of bins in, so they'll be gradually replaced over the next few weeks. In terms of events, we're quite busy again this summer. Yesterday, for example, we were pleased to see the Portugal Island Run return with Minster Rotary Club taking that over, and it was a really successful day, so hopefully there'll be many more years of that. This Sunday coming, Paul at the Sweetheart on Minster Lees is hosting a brass band, and he's got a selection of events coming all throughout the summer, so it's worth looking him up on his Facebook page. Swale Tri Club are also making links in on the island, and are going to be using Sheerness Swimming Pool and our open water at Sheerness and Minster Lees for people who want to try triathlons. So please do have a look at their Facebook page and their website if you do fancy having a go at that. We've also got the annual Seaside Sunset Stroll in aid of cancer research, and that takes place this year on the 12th of August. Also, the RNLI Open Day this year is going to be on 20th of August at Queenborough, and after last year that was a really successful day, so again we're going to have a variety of different organisations there, so that's hopefully going to be a successful one again. And for its 26th or 27th year, it's the annual Sheerness Lifeboat Run in September. That's on 17th of September this year, and it's just a 5-mile run from Marine Parade to Minster Lees and back. It's a really nice run. Isle of Sheppey round the island race, yacht race, the annual thing which has been going 40 odd years. That takes place this year on the 9th of September. And Queenborough Harbour are hosting a boat festival again on the 8th to 10th of September. With my job, a lot of my job is facilitating and enabling things, so please do get in contact if you're thinking about hosting an event, and we can go from there.
So, Matt, firstly, thank you very much for joining us with Ian. I know that over the last few months, the RNI have had a management restructure. So I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about your role and your plans for Swale.
Yeah, of course. Firstly, it's very good to be here this evening. It's my first time up this high in the island, so it's quite a view. So yeah, my name is Matt Jones. I'm going to be the RNLI Lifeguard Supervisor this year for Swale. And the management restructure we've had is going to benefit the island quite a lot, as far as I can tell. So I will be the supervisor solely dedicated to providing a service on the island. In the past, the supervisors been split between Thanet and Swale, so it's a time of kind of a lot more attention being given to the island. And it's part of my role to give that attention. So I'll have recruitment to do, the kind of putting the lifeguards actually onto the beaches, which we'll be covering at Sheerness, Laysdown and Minster this year. Once again, so yeah, I'll be putting lifeguards on the beach. From there, of course, it's just to educate beach users and things like that, and get those safety messages across, so people can enjoy the beaches and enjoy the island.
Talking to Ian, he's from the Swale Borough Council, he's a Seafront officer, and Matt, he's the RNLI Lifeguard Supervisor. Matt, how do you plan to tackle the local recruitment issues?
That's a very good question. Well, the RNLI at the moment is very much committed to delivering a community life-saving project, which is going to incorporate the work of the existing lifeboat crews and current lifeguard service that we have. So obviously a big part of that is to recruit new guards to work on the beaches. It is something that we have struggled with in the past, whether it's to attract people in or to have people who have stuck with us. We've had a few local guards join us, but they've since moved on. So we're kind of back to a bit of a square one at the moment. We are, of course, able to provide lifeguards to the beaches this year. There will be lifeguards coming in from Thanet, very experienced guards that I've been working with for the last few years. So certainly an excellent service will be provided. But yeah, that recruitment issue is tough. So I've done a few recruitment assemblies so far in the academy on the island, and spoken to some of the people at the Sheerness swimming club to try and get a few candidates in from there. So we've had a little bit of interest for this year, so we're going to hopefully try and get a course delivered and get a few lifeguards in. But I think for me it's really about engaging with the community, to let them know that we are here, and that this is a very viable option of employment on the island, and it is something which is only growing. You know, the management restructures have shown that the RNLI are very, very keen on providing a world-class service, so there is interest in getting local people to come and join us on the beaches this year.
So Ian, have Swale applied for the blue flag this year?
We have. Unfortunately, after getting the 3 blue flags last year, I was unable to apply for a blue flag for Laysdown this year, primarily because there was one dodgy water result last summer in June, which meant that Laysdown has only achieved good rather than excellent, and one of the prerequisites of having a blue flag is to have excellent water quality. Now that's going to be an issue which we will address over the years as part of this Southern Water Bathing Waters Enhancement Programme, to try and get excellent for years in and out, just like Sheerness has managed to achieve for the last few years. Tomorrow will be the national announcements of the blue flags. It's also 30 years of the blue flags, and I'll be going to Bournemouth to attend the national ceremony to receive any flags we may get, and as I said, it's going to be a national announcement tomorrow. Also, I'd like to mention that Sheerness was actually the first beach in the southeast 1991 to get the blue flag, so we've got quite a strong bit of history with the blue flag. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be celebrating tomorrow.
Ian, have you any advice for beach users from the council's perspective?
Yes, I have, yeah. If anyone comes across any antisocial behaviour happening as they're going along the seafronts or beaches, please do report it in the first instance. If it's low-level crime, vandalism, damage, please do dial 101 and report it to Kent Police. If it is obviously a crime happening, please dial 999 and report it straight away. In terms of dog waste, obviously that's a national issue. I have taken away the dog bag waste dispensers. I had put up a few years ago because they just weren't working, but we do keep a stock in our work trucks, so please do ask one of my beach cleaners if you do need dog bags. Also use the litter bins provided. I have plenty of them. And please listen to lifeguards when they're on duty, and get to know the tide times as well. There's no excuse nowadays. Just put a search in on the internet and the tide times will come up. And also please do keep away from the cliffs.
So, Matt, what are your top beach and sea safety tips for beach users here on Sheppey?
Yeah, well, good question. So yeah, plenty of things that you can do to keep yourself safe on the beach or on the water. The first thing I would recommend that you do if you come to Swale this summer is to come and enjoy your time on a lifeguarded beach. So we will be working the weekends at Sheerness and Laysdown from next weekend. And then through the 8th of July, in time for the summer holidays, we will go to 7 days a week. At Laysdown, Sheerness and Minster. So of course come along to those beaches and come and say hello to the lifeguards, and they'll be able to give you any safety tips on the day. But of course what I'd say is when you go, it's good to know your flags. We have a flag system that we operate on the beach. So if you see our red and yellow flags up, that will be the safest place to swim. When you're there, you should find a lifeguard on the beach looking after the swimmers there, and we'd also have a lifeguard up on the prom in the beach lifeguard unit that you can come and seek for any advice. The other flags that we have that you might spot would be a red flag. That, similar to a traffic light, would mean stop. There would be some sort of danger. It could be any number of things from high winds to packs of swarming jellyfish, I suppose. And the other one that we have, which is quite prevalent here, we have an orange windsock, which we'll put up if there's an offshore wind. So if the wind's blowing offshore and you're in an inflatable, that's a bit of a recipe for disaster. So if you notice that orange windsock flying, then come and speak to the lifeguards, and they'll give you some good advice, which is often to tie your inflatable to a nice long bit of rope and have a trusted friend look after that. We do have a nice little acronym that you can remember, which is SAFE. So if you think about spelling the word safe, the first thing you do is for S is you can spot the dangers. So you can have a look around for those flags and see what dangers there might be and speak to the lifeguards. The A would be to get some advice from the lifeguards. The F from safe would be to spend your time with a friend and family member on the beach. And the E of the word safe is know what to do in an emergency, which would be to find your nearest lifeguards or call 999 and ask for the Coast Guard.
Matt, what are your requirements for becoming a lifeguard, and how do potential lifeguards go about finding out more and sort of contact details, and do you have any courses coming up as well?
Yeah, okay, so requirements of becoming a beach lifeguard is to hold a recognised beach lifeguard qualification, which you can get through either the Royal Surf Life Saving Society or Surf Life Saving GB, both their websites. But of course, if you head to the RNLI website, rnli.org.uk, and follow the links there through to the lifeguards, there's some really good information about how you can follow that process through. If you do kind of follow into that lifeguard link, you can send an inquiry through actually to me directly from the website, and I can get back to you. But of course, I do have an email address which I can give you, which is Matthew_Jones4@rnli.org.uk. So you can drop me an email anytime you like to get in touch. But we are hoping to run a course just before the summer holidays this summer. So we're going to put out some information and get in touch with you guys again, hopefully, and get a bit of promotion there. So yeah, we will be running a course before the summer holidays. But what you'll need to do to get on that is there's a 400 metre swim that we ask all our lifeguards to do every month to make sure that we're fit enough. So there's a 400 metre swim to be completed in 7 minutes 30 seconds. And of course, we also have a running element to our job. So we do a 200 metre sand run in 40 seconds or less. And those are two of the fitness requirements that current existing guards go through.
So how do we contact the Seafront services if we need to, Ian?
Yeah, my office number is obviously 01795 667015. Given the nature of my job, I am out and about quite a lot from the office, so you can either leave me a message on my voicemail, but sometimes it does cut off. So I would you could drop me an email seafront@swale.gov.uk or Ian Arnell, it's all one word, at swale.gov.uk, or alternatively, if you just want to report anything online, dog fouling, go to Swale Borough Council website, and you can do it all online there.
Well, the both of you, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out to come and talk to us here at BRFM.
Thanks very much.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
That is Ian, the Swale Borough Council Seafront Officer, and Matt, the new RNLI Lifeguard Supervisor, right here in the studio at BRFM on the Monday night community show this evening.